go.
Alright, I'll do the damn Robo boy. Jesus. My name is Barry Pendragon, we are the Whispers, and today we finally cover the secret survivor of Risk of Rain Returns, Robo Mando. He has no ult abilities, and his main ones are pretty straightforward, so for once the main focus will be unlocking him in the first place. Here we go. To unlock Robo Mando, you want to set your difficulty to Drizzle and pick any survivor. I recommend someone quick like Pilot or Loader. Additionally, to make this easier, you may as well set your damage dealt and taken to their maximum and minimum values respectively, and enable the Artifact of Command if you have it. But do not activate the Artifact of Sacrifice. You will not be able to do this if Sacrifice is enabled. Now then, play the run as normal and make a point to grab some mobility things along the way. For both of these runs, a few Hopo Feathers will be nice. All the way on stage 5, Temple of the Elders, you want to check the urns for an interact prompt. This is typically the urn on the far left of the temple after you jump down from the ceiling, which may require some of those Hopo Feathers. Supposedly there's a variant where this doesn't spawn at all, and also supposedly it can sometimes be another urn on the far right of the stage, but I have nothing to prove either of those. I would check both ends though, just to be safe. Once you interact with it, you'll get the Strange Battery, which takes up your equipment slot. Hold on to it. Now, move on to the final stage, Risk of Rain, get a key card, and go through the cabin, or climb over the entire ship if you're a gremlin like me. Then, jump off the right side of the map. You're going to use your Hopo Feathers or your movement abilities to land in this little area here, pass by the groovy stone golems to find a strange chest where you can deposit the Strange Battery. At this point, you can end the run however you like, including dying or exit to menu, but we might as well bully Providence while we're here, right? I mean, seriously, look at this fucking red luck. It would be a crime not to just... Okay, now that Providence has been sufficiently bullied, same setup as before, but this time pick either Rainstorm or Monsoon difficulty. Somewhere on the second stage, you're gonna find that chest from your last run, from which you can obtain the secret battery you just stored away. Next, you're gonna pick that battery back up and go to the third stage, activate the teleporter and beat the boss, but do not go through the teleporter. You need to wait to go through it after the timer hits 22 minutes, but before it hits 23. Killing the boss and clearing the event first, just make sure you're not getting harassed by enemies the entire time you wait, or miss the timing by clearing it too late if you try to activate it right before. Now, you've got the battery from one run to the next, you pass through the teleporter from stage 3 during the 22nd minute on the timer, you're on stage 4. Somewhere here you're gonna find a drone arrow with no price pointing down at our little guy. He can be in little hidden areas like this where I found mine. Go up to him, give him the battery, and proceed to get mugged of all of your items and beaten to death. Seriously, that's actually how you do it. Once you've died, you'll have Robo Mando to play with. Now that we finally have the little rat bastard, what does he do? Well, the primary is single fire. It's as simple as they come, shoot them with your gun type attack, except it has the movement of the original Risk of Rain, as in you can't strafe backwards while holding fire and instead will turn and shoot. Next is de-escalate. You shoot a small piercing line of electricity that damages and stuns, and it has a quick cooldown, making it nice and easy to spam. Robo's utility is evasive maneuver. You good there, buddy? So yeah, he does the flop and is invincible for the first part of the dodge. It is important to note that you can't do anything until after this animation ends. So if you hit a geyser or something, it's gonna be a long flop. Last and by far most notable, the special ability is Rewire. Any chest, adaptive chest, equipment barrel, multi-shop, temporary vendor, or drone is activated for free and on a 4-second cooldown. In other words, you should literally never pay for a chest ever. Additionally, if you have an ancient scepter, there's a 20% chance that you get double the output. It is important to note though that this doubling cannot occur for drones, equipments, or items that come from an adaptive chest. Robo Mando's kit, frankly, isn't anything to write home about, and he's pretty fragile, but Drifter already showed us how powerful free items are. I hear he's wildly good in multiplayer because you can just hack open all the chests for everyone, but even solo there are people who swear by this little guy because not having to wait to get money means you can move through stages so much faster. Definitely a very silly little guy. Now for items. Gonna keep this quick because really his main approach to items is simply have as many as humanly possible with the power of tax fraud. But besides what I say here, the stuff from the Commando guide applies basically the same since their primary fires are, well, basically the same. Now then, for white, backup mag and movement speed items like Goat Hoof or even better Mocha since it also ups your fire rate a bit. These two are going to help with either extra stuns to help keep enemies off of you, or give you the ability to zip about the map and snowball into a tiny ball of sword shield radius breaking absurdity. In green, Red Whip and Hopo Feather. You'll probably be doing a lot of rushing past enemies to break into the chest behind them anyway, so the speed bonus will be up a lot, and you're better off dodging by jumping than by flopping. In red, can't believe I'm saying this, but for once, the absolute uncontested top spot is Ancient Scepter. I can't stress how powerful artificially adding more items to your total pool you get really is, but if you need proof, again, just look at Drifter. I actually recommend against Hard Light as well, because your dodge is more likely to get you killed in the latter half of the animation than anything else. Again, get some mobility items and focus on dodging manually with your speed and small size. In orange, by far Captain's Brooch, because again, it just adds more free items into the pool for your run. You can get it for free with your special, which may double it if you have Ancient Scepter. Aside from that, Mace Replica may also be a great way to deal with enemies. You have relatively weak combat abilities, but using it would just let you swing half of your items at once, and if you have a bunch of on-kills, they're all about to trigger too. So Mace Replica could be a genuine other good option. But aside from that, Captain's Brooch. For boss items, if you don't already have any of the orange items, I highly recommend Nematosis Nozzle, because it's your strongest option for a bit of somewhat reliable damage outside of your main kit. Okay, am I actually free this time? Wait, what do you mean I forgot Huntress?